Andrew McCauley, the social media bloke, and this little video is going to highlight some of the security issues that some of these new apps that Facebook have on their timeline can cause you. And it's a little bit of a concern if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples here so that you can be aware of some of the things that you read. Now, one of the new things that Facebook brought in recently was that it gave permission for apps to post and utilize your information according to whatever they wanted to do. So for instance, I'm going to show you this little video just here. Now you can see Fred Cannon watched this particular video. It's Python versus alligator. Now you might say that's pretty cool, let's go and have a look. Now the great thing about these apps is that they're trying to get some viral action going on these little videos. So if I wanted to watch this video, I'd go and click on the link or the video itself, and what pops up is where you've got to be careful. So this is an app and it's called Social Cam, and there's a number of them. I'm going to show you a couple of others in a minute, but this Social Cam lets you watch other friends' videos. Now the thing that you want to watch by default, most people have seen these pop-ups before, and most of the time there's a bit of information down the bottom here and you don't really read it, and you click on OK, allow it, and you go and do whatever it is that the app wants you to do. So if I was to click on this video right now, what would happen is I could go and watch the video, but here's the thing. People would know from my timeline and my friends that I was watching this video. Now this can cause some problems, because if I was watching a video that was maybe unsavory, maybe it had some political slant that I didn't want to send that message out to people that were following me, maybe it had some sort of racist connotations to it, whatever it is, you don't really know what you're watching until you watch the video, right? So as you're watching the video, you might be thinking, wow, I shouldn't have really watched this, or it's not my type of video. But unfortunately, it will be too late, because your timeline will already know that you've watched that video. And this is what these viral applications do. They go out and they tell people what you're watching. Now, it's not just videos that's happening, it's also audios and articles. Places like the New York Times or Wall Street Journal have these apps where if you read it, it will tell people what you're reading and it will post it to your timeline. So you could be reading some innocent article, that's fine, and people will know what you're reading. But if you're reading an article, or you go to a site that you may not really want people to know about, whether it's got a political connotation or whatever, you may be opening yourself up to all sorts of accusations from people because you're just going along and doing what you do. So here's how you get over this. Make sure that when you open these apps, when it comes up and a pop-up like this, have a look at what it says. It says, about this app, we make mobile videos fun. Yeah, all good. Who can see this post this app makes for you on your Facebook timeline? And it's always set to public by default. So click on this little button, and what I do to make sure that it's just me who's doing it, I go down and click on only me. Now you can choose whatever you want to pick and whatever you want to select. You can actually pick all of your groups too. So if it's just a group of people that you're happy to share this with, then you may want to create a group and they will pop up in this list down the bottom here. But I do only pick only me, so that it's just me who knows that I've been watching this video until I've actually watched it and seen what it's about, because as you said, you don't know what you're watching until you've watched it. Have a look over here on the side here. It also says that this app will receive your basic info. So it includes your name, your profile picture, your gender, your network, your user ID, list of friends, and any other information you made public. So it's a pretty scary thing, and a lot of these apps are doing this. And this is a small sample. Some apps take even more information. It also grabs my email address, and it says here, this app may post on your behalf, including videos you watched, videos you shared, and more. So there you go. It's a pretty scary thing. Now, I'm not going to let that, I'm not going to watch this video, but I just want to show you a couple of other things. Like down below, if I scroll down my timeline, I'll see that there's a couple of other friends here. This one here, Rod Clark, has watched a video on Vidi. It's another one of those particular things. Now, this video is just a silly video of some guy doing some gym exercise, but does it really need to tell the world that he's watching it? Now, it's innocent video, but once again, it could be something detrimental. Molly Ryder's watching this particular video. This one here, this is this is a video. I went and watched this to see what it was about. It's a 10-second video picking on some guy running in an athletics event. Now, it's not a video that I want to be associated with, but I watched it to see what it was all about. But unfortunately, Steve Bramble, I don't know Steve that well, but Steve has let everyone in the world know that he's watched this video because of those settings. All right, so it's just a warning that make sure you check the settings and who's reading, or like who you're allowing to see what you're doing online. It's a very, very timely warning. This is Andrew McCauley, the Social Media Bloke, hoping that helped you a little bit with some of your privacy settings.